All right, so I actually really like making games, and I will admit that I wasted a little time playing around with Pygame as I prepared for this lecture. Um, so today, um, because I can't teach a whole class and I can't take up like 8 weeks of this class on video game design, even though I wish I could. Um, and there's so much to learn about Pygame. I obviously can't really go into everything you would need to know to create a game from scratch. But what I am going to do is I'm going to show you how to modify an existing game to be an entirely different game. And then you can sort of take advantage of the code that's there that I already gave you and come up with something that's actually quite different. So I'm gonna walk you through the steps of modifying the code today to come up with what could be a completely different game, and then hopefully that'll spark something in your imagination. But the piece of code that we're going to be using today is the same code that we played around with last time. I did add a couple of things to the basic game, but if you see here, I think I'd even demoed this exact code. The difference between this and the basic code that's on the Canvas site is that this one keeps score, and the other thing that it does is the difficulty increases. What you might be able to see here is that if I survive long enough, the little missiles will get faster and faster, and eventually I will lose. But it's hard to talk and do this at the same time. It takes a lot of skill, I want you to know. So um, anyway, that's the basic game code that we're going to be starting with. And I have some assets that I've already sort of downloaded and prepped for this. But other than that, we're gonna be pretty vanilla with the code. So I'm just gonna take that code and I'm gonna copy it over into a blank file. And that is gonna be my starting point.